Hi, my Leos. I hope all is well with y'all. I'm here to bring you your May spiritual guidance. I want to tell you guys thank you for your love donations. Thank you to those of you who reach out for personal readings. The messages that are going to come forth can be applied to your sun, moon, rising, Venus, because wherever you have Leo at in your chart, honey, wherever these messages resonate for you at, keep in mind that the messages that are going to come forth are general messages. And if you would like a reading that is more tailored to your personal situation, all of the information to book with me is in the description box, loves. Let's go ahead and take a beautiful deep breath in. So, dear Leos, what y'all procrastinating about? It's something you're procrastinating about. It could do with your health. It could deal with relationship issues. It can have something to do with your home, your vehicle, anything. But it's something, dear Leo, that you are procrastinating about. And there is a need not to procrastinate anymore. All right, dear Leo? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. I'm going to use my Oracle deck first and see what message comes out for you, dear Leo, for the month of May. (2018). Leo. May 2018 for the Leos. Leo, May 2018. Whoa, 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 whoa. Leo, Leo. Leo. Wait a minute. We got to try that again. As a matter of fact, we're not going to try that again because there's one resting. There's one resting right there. Right here, there's one resting. It just got caught up right there. And that is breathe. That is remember to breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Right? I don't know why I feel anxiety. Leos, what is going on? What is going on, Leos? What are you anxious about? Why am I feeling anxiety for you, dear Leo? What is going on, honey? Spirit wants you to breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana. Breathe in that good-ass prana, baby, for those of you who watch Ralph, Infinite Waters, Diving Deep. Breathe in that good-ass prana, baby. Okay? The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So Spirit wants you to remember to breathe. And some of y'all procrastinating on going to get them checkups. Okay, some of y'all really need to go to the doctor and get a checkup. Okay, have them to check your lungs. Why? Because we're talking about breathing and the breath. Some of you guys need to get checked. You have sinus issues. You have stuff with bronchitis. Some of you need to get checked for asthma. You definitely need to go and get a checkup for those of you who this resonates with. All right. Others of you need to remember to breathe before you say something that shouldn't be said. Breathe when you feel anxiety. Just remember to breathe. All right. But let's see what type of energy you're coming into the month with. Ooh, this wanted to come on. Okay. So you came into the first week of May, right? we have the Page of Fire. Okay, so you came in, this is your energy, Leo, the Page of Fire. You came in with the energy of receiving some type of, so during the first week of May, you received some type of exciting news, or it could have even been the first half of the second week of May. But you received some type of exciting news, or you started working on some type of endeavor that allowed you to release some type of situation that wasn't good for you, that wasn't serving you. You also release, because we got spiritual transformation here. So you also release some religious beliefs, or some type of beliefs that were holding you back, all right, spiritually. So you came in this first week learning some new things, or going on a new endeavor that caused you to release something, all right? And you decided that it was time for you to move on from something during that first week of May. And you were actually very excited about doing it. You actually embraced it. You were like ready to just go ahead and just start anew, start fresh, okay? Being creative, having confidence in yourself, being more outgoing, because you were able to release something. And for some of you, this is literally a spiritual releasement. Like, you didn't even say anything. You just felt it in your spirit, that you felt renewed, like a newborn baby, like being born again, just being fresh, just coming into the week fresh, releasing all things that are not serving you. And some of you have been remembering to meditate as well. Okay, some of you have been focusing on your breath and really breathing. Let's go into the second week. Yep, see, here we go. There's a lot of endings, dear Leo. A lot of endings in your life with the Queen of Air. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. Some of you could be, whether you're in a relationship with them or not. It could be a romantic relationship, a friendship, a co-worker, anything. But you could also be dealing with a fellow fire sign, a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could also be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius as well. But during this second week, you really asserted your independence, all right? You really, you were kind of thinking ahead this second week, all right? Kind of thinking ahead. And like I said, the Queen of Air definitely represents someone who really can see through. You see how she's looking at this crystal ball? Like, you were able to really see things clearly now. Now that you, in the first week, you came in fresh with this energy, ready to release things. And being that you did release certain people, places, and things, mindsets, thought processes, all of that type of stuff, being that you did release that during the second week, being that you did release that during the first week, this second week with the Queen of Air energy here, you really are seeing things from a clearer point of view, all right? And you're willing to look at even more things that you feel need to be released from your life. But you're definitely getting some clarity on some things, all right? Crystal clear clarity this second week of May. Let's see what your energy is like going into the third week of May. The third week of May for the dear Leos. Third week for Leos. Third week of May. What's going on for the energy for the 3rd week of May for the Leo. Spirit, what's going on? What's going on with them? All right. All right, so this 3rd week, Leo, y'all kind of, okay. Because we got the balance card, right? So the balance card speaks of needing to cooperate. Then we got the 9 of water. And this speaks about some type of wish coming true. You being emotionally fulfilled about something. Okay. Feeling very satisfied. But we also got the 2 of air here. The 2 of air speaks about you kind of being unsure about a decision needing to be made. So, why is the 2 of air here? The 2 of air feels like that was your... So you came into the 2nd week, right? I mean, not the 2nd week, the 3rd week. The 3rd week you was clear, but it looks like something happens. I mean, the 2nd week you was clear. I keep getting my weeks mixed up, y'all. Excuse me. The 2nd week you was clear, right? But something happened. And this is the 2 of air, so it more so is you thinking in your mind about something, being unable to make a decision about something. Like, but then you found the balance with the balance card here. You were able to find some type of balance in this situation. Okay? Maybe you just had to wait for perfect timing or just compromise a little bit. But whatever it is, because this is your underlining energy coming into this 3rd week. You were so, like I said, you were unsure about something. It was something that you was unsure about. But we got the 9 of water here. So this is emotional fulfillment. This is being sure about something. So you go from being so it looks like you have some clarity during the 2nd week, right? And then by the 3rd week you get in your head again, right? You get in your head about something. You start to get unsure about a decision, because the 2 of airs is a decision that needs to be made, all right? But Spirit already told you, you're going to have to cooperate, all right? You're going to have to do things in moderation. There's going to have to be some compromise, or you may have to wait to another time. But when you do, we have the 9 of water. So when you do that, there's the fulfillment. There's the fulfillment, all right? There's the emotional stability that you were lacking in your energy. But after you were able to get this balance that needed to be had, you were able to get that clarity. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So even though it looks like it may be a little trouble this 3rd week, at the end of the day, with the 9 of water present, you were able to successfully come to some type of conclusion, or what you thought was going to happen didn't happen, and you were able to move forward with something. But there's something going on that 3rd week that you're going to be kind of unsure about. But like I said, you end up being emotionally fulfilled. So that's a good thing. So it's some type of wish that's going to come true for you during this 3rd week of May, all right? And like I said, your energy was kind of a little bit, unsure about it. It was kind of tough for you to make this decision. But at the end of the day, all systems go. You were able to breathe through it, right? You were able to breathe. Let's see what's going on in the 4th week of May for you, dear Leo. Knight of Air. So something happening very fast, all right? Maybe it was whatever happened for you this 3rd week to where you were kind of unsure, but then you end up being emotional fulfilled. 1, 2, 3. During the 4th week, we got the Knight of Air. And again, That's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Like I stated before, you could be dealing with another fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. But with this Knight of Air here showing up in the 4th week, this is something that happens very quickly. You may be needing to take action very quickly, all right? So there could be something that comes up during the 4th week to where you need to take action very quickly, or it may be so many things going on for you during this 4th week of May, where you're going to have to come up with some very creative solutions, because there's so much stuff going on, and where you're just going to be like, look, okay, this is what we're going to do, or this is what I'm going to do, because this is happening too much, and this is the best decision for me to make, and blah, 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 blah. Others of you could be having, like I said, you could be having an air sign coming towards you. It may be something that you find yourself having to defend this 4th week too. Maybe people coming at you with all kinds of stuff, and you like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, we ain't, let me tell you, let me get you together real quick. Let me get you together. Because you ain't going to be coming at me like that. But it's definitely something happening very quickly. Make sure you're being careful with your words, what you're saying. All right? We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. We know you're a fire sign. Okay? We don't want you to clap off at nobody. There's definitely something this 4th week that may happen fast. It may be something that goes from, could be, you know, something that goes from 0 to 100 real quick, you know, with someone else. So remember, Spirit already told you to just breathe through it, all right? Don't let anger get the best of you. Just breathe through it. Let's go into the 5th week. See what's going on. What is going on for the dear Leos for May 2019? We got the 4 of water here. 4 of water. So it's something happening, right? You may have felt like you missed some type of opportunity this last week of May, all right? You could be failing to see, because you see how she kind of has her head down and she's looking down. So you could be failing to see the good in a particular situation. So you're kind of letting your emotions get the best of you this last week, all right? And it could have something to do with what happened this 3rd week with this Knight of Air coming out and stuff happening so quickly. But the best thing for you is to remember to breathe and open your eyes to the possibilities of what's there, all right? So that's where that gratitude is going to have to come in at. Being grateful for what you do have. Being grateful that things went the way they're supposed to. Being grateful that things went the way they did, because at the end of the day, that's how it was supposed to go, right? Everything happened for a reason. Let's get into your love portion. Let's see what's going on here for the dear Leos for the month of May. We got release your ex. Some of you, okay, may have just gotten out of a relationship. Could possibly just got a divorce. But whatever it is, Spirit really wants you to release your ex, because this person's energy is still in your energy field. And when you have broken up with somebody or got a divorce from your husband or your wife, when those things happen, right, especially if you was with this person for a long amount of time, when stuff like that happens, it can really, you can still be carrying, like, no matter, it could be 2 years, right? You could be broken up with this person for 2 years. But this person, even though they're not around, and even though you ain't talked to them or whatever, this person could still be in your energy field. You could probably still think about them. Even if you ain't thinking about the good times, you could be thinking about the bad times you had. And like, I'm so glad I ain't with him or her no more. And we broke up. And you know what I'm saying? But you're still, even if you are happy that you broke up with this person, this release your ex card comes out when you're not, this comes out because it's still something about that person you're still holding on to. Whether you're talking about them because you glad y'all over with or whatever the case may be, this card only comes up when their energy is still present in your energy field. And everything is energy. So the person doesn't even have to be around you. Like I said, it could be 2 years since you heard from them, talked to them, seen them, whatever the case may be. But you're still thinking about them, whether you're thinking about them in a negative light or a positive light. In some way, form, or in some way, shape, or form, this person is still in your energy field and they need to be released. And the way you can do that, you see how she's holding on to this letter right here, and she's just looking all exhausted. The way, for those of you who still carrying an ex's energy, you write a letter, right? You can write this letter to yourself. You can write it to them. But you need to state that I release you. And then you take it outside and you burn it. Alright? For those of you who know anything about spiritual work. So releasing, when you write this letter out and say, I release such and such and such and such. And I forgive them for this and blah, blah, blah. Whatever you need to write in this letter, you take it outside, you burn it. That's symbolic for you releasing this person. And then, because look, we got forgiving and learning. So there's a need for you. And I'm still talking to the people who need to release their ex. I'm gonna get to others of you in just a second. But there's a need for forgiving yourself, and then learning from your mistakes, you know? As you release and heal the past, you experience my love in your present moments. Okay? And you see how the angels are over them, spirit guides are over them too, right? She's like, forgive me. He's just like, whatever. But either way, there's a need for forgiving and learning. Forgiving yourself and learning from, you know, the mistakes you feel you made. Because once you do that, Spirit wants you to know that divine timing is at work in your love life. And so you never know who will come in once you release your ex. Because when you do decide what it is you want, decide what it is that you want so that it comes to you now, right? When you do decide, it will happen for you very soon. Now, others of you who are in relationships, it may have been some things this month that you had to forgive your spouse for, or forgive your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. Those of you who are in relationships, it may be some things that you have to forgive and you're learning from, all right? For those of you who are single, right? Even though I just spoke to the single people about releasing their ex, all of you who are single don't fall in the category of holding on to an ex. But you do need to know that divine timing is at work in your love life. And also you need to know that you as well, when you decide what it is that you want, those things will come to you. Okay? So that concludes your reading, dear Leos. Remember to breathe. Breathe in that good ass prana, baby. So remember to breathe. Alright? And that concludes your reading. Alright? Y'all gonna be alright. So peace, love, and light to y'all. And I'll catch y'all next month.